Good morning, everyone. Mr. Doyle here from the PE department. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Just thought I'd make a little video for you guys in relation to the PE challenges that we've been setting for you guys. Firstly, well done to those who've actually sent me their scores. It's great to see that you're taking care of your physical education during these times, and a lot of really good questions from people at all sorts of levels of sport saying, why would I do this now if there's no sport going on? Reason why we do this now is so that we can actually upskill ourselves and it's improve on certain components of fitnesses, so that when you do go back playing sport, you'll be at a better version of what you were beforehand. So for example, you'll be able to dribble around somebody quicker, you'll be able to be more accurate with your passes, and you'll be able to control a basketball a lot easier, or hurl the ball, a sliotar on the hurl, for example. The examples are endless. So what are we doing? We're actually working on agility, balance and coordination. You know how to test these now. Now we're going to see how we can actually make these better, so that when you retest them in a few weeks' time, your scores will hopefully be a bit better. You obviously know why we're doing this, because we want to improve ourselves as sports people regardless of the level. And how are we going to go about doing this? Well, obviously I don't have all the equipment that I normally have, so I got 4 tins of beans, and I'm going to run an agility, balance and coordination session around that. So there's always ways of getting the work done. Firstly, before we go into it, obviously ensure that you warm up. Include dynamic stretches and dynamic movements within a 5 to 10 minute time frame. I would advise, because this is a different type of circuit that you'd see online from general fitness instructors, which is brilliant by the way if you want to improve your overall fitness, if you want to improve aerobically and anaerobically, but this is specific towards skills. I can't highlight that enough. So it's very quick, it's very fast, so you need to really work at a high intensity but for a shorter duration of time. So I'd advise going 20 seconds of effort followed by 40 seconds of rest. And if you find that too easy, go 30 seconds of effort, 30 seconds of rest. I wouldn't go any more than that, because it's all about the quality. There are 10 different exercises within this circuit, and if you find doing one set is easy, which a lot of you guys will do, try to do 2 sets and push on to 3 sets, and then making sure, like I said, quality, quality, quality. Okay, that's enough from me. So first 4 exercises are heavily agility related, however they still have a number of different skill components of fitness included in them. Alright, so the first one is what I call a shuffle stick. And with the beans, I literally have them 2 feet apart, just so that it gives me enough space to move in and to be agile around. Feel free to challenge yourself to make it a bit shorter, but for me this is a good spacing for where I am at the moment. So shuffle stick, so a really quick movement in the middle, followed by holding in the outside leg. So a bit of balance here as you're holding your core and your center of mass over your feet. Okay, really work on your core when you're trying to balance on your feet, because there are times you're going to struggle with it. Okay, in outside steps. So you'd see these a lot with ladders, agility ladders. I don't have an agility ladder, so what I'm going to use is a line between two tins of beans. And what I'm going to do is fast feet on the outside, and then every 3rd step, I'm going to bring my inside foot inside the square. Obviously, you need to work on the other side. So once you've done your 20 seconds here and you've had your 40 seconds rest, straight over to your left leg, so that you can work on those fast twitch fibers, that agility of both feet. Very, very important when you're trying to sidestep people, which is heavily involved in literally all invasion games. So you'll actually notice, you will feel it, because it is of a high intensity. So next one is the 4 corners. So you're going to you obviously have 4 corners, so your 4 tins of beans. Starting on the outside, jump, hold your balance, fight it, work with your core, jump to an opposite tin, jump to another tin, and so on and so forth. You will hold it, try and keep your knee so that it doesn't go in front of your toe. If it goes a little bit, it's not too much of an issue. Try and keep your toe facing 12 o'clock. You want to have a bit of fun with this? If you have a tennis ball and you have a wall, easily one jump, bring in a bit of coordination, another jump, bring another form of coordination, changing hands, fight the balance, you'll see it'll push you a bit further, so on and so forth. If you've got a family member, you can obviously help each other out, and when the other person's resting, they can actually be throwing the ball in. You can use a rugby ball, so if you're balancing on one foot, receive the rugby ball, catch it to another, throw it to another member of your family. Same thing again, fight the balance, receive the ball, and throw it to somebody else. Do the exact same within football. Obviously you can use a wall if you want to, but when you're holding your balance, you can have somebody throwing the ball to you, and you're giving a touch back in the opposite foot, and so on and so forth. So now moving on to slightly more balance orientated exercises, but you will notice there is coordination involved in them, agility involved in them, and basically else a lot of other sorts of sources of fitness components such as power, reaction and speed. So ice skater hops. Alright, so very similar to our shuffle sticks earlier on, except it's a complete hop and hold. Complete hop and hold. Again, you could bring in tennis balls here, rugby ball in, footballs in, work on your heading. Really challenge yourself while holding that balance on one foot. Okay, you get the point with that. Single deads, okay, very similar to when you're doing the movements in deadlifts and RDLs. Again, making sure you're working on both legs, but we'll just focus on the left leg here for now. So you're going to bring your right hand down to your left heel, back up, nice running action, posture up, shoulder blades back, core nice and tight, back down again, left hand behind, right leg behind, right hand touches left heel and back up. Just so you see it on the opposite side, exact same thing, right leg with knee slight bent, okay, bring in your left leg back, try to bring it above hip height, your left hand to your right heel, nice and slow, bring through that running action. Alright, so that's a bit more slower and controlled, but it will really attack all the elements of balance in your body, and for those leaving set PE guys, you'll understand how it's affecting your proprioception as well. So skater lunge, again staying in the middle of the four beans, again on one leg, knee bent. You want to have your foot just above ground height. What you're going to do is keep it that low, bring it as far back as you can, trying to keep that body nice and engaged, so your core nice and contracted, shoulder blades back, head up. It's going to make it harder, start going and bringing it around the clock. So you'll notice that you'll have different challenges with it. Again, nothing stopping you bringing in the ball here, tennis ball, could be any piece of fruit in the kitchen. I'm sure your parents won't mind too much. Same on the opposite leg. Really working that core. Like I said, if you bring in another stimulus, it'll make it harder. Okay, coordination. So again, you can use two apples for this. The first one is having your hand out at shoulder height, arms fully straight. And what you're going to do is drop them, try to catch them before they hit the floor. Challenge yourself even more maybe and drop them even further. So you're giving yourself more time to catch up. You can make this harder, cross your arms and catch. And same vice versa, shoulder height, cross your arms and catch. Finally, one-legged ball throw. Would be harder doing this with an apple obviously against a wall, but if again you have a member of your family to help you out, you can be throwing the ball to each other. You obviously can't throw the apple against your back wall. I don't think your parents would be too happy about that. But again, one leg, working on one arm, then opposite leg, working with the same arm. Obviously we're still balancing here. Make it even harder, you can bring in different heights, throwing the ball at different angles. Making sure you're working on both sides off both feet as well, because when you're playing invasion sports, they're often stepping in different directions and not still using your hands to control the ball, so on and so forth. So yeah, so to summarise, agility, balance, coordination circuit, all about quality. Start off doing 20 seconds of high intensity work, 40 seconds recovery. I didn't allow for any recovery there, you can actually feel it, and none of my reps would have been any further, or any longer I should say, than 30 seconds. Work with somebody in your family, have a bit of fun with it, be creative with it. There's one other thing that you can try and do to challenge yourself, which can bring in some more of the sports and also a bit of acceleration and deceleration. Reason why that is important, because when you're playing invasion sports, you often accelerate towards the defender, you try and slow them down by decelerating, and then you try to attack the space to beat them. Something simple you can do, starting off inside the 4 tins, sprinting out, grasp a bit sleepy here, slow back, okay, and then push to the side. Okay, again, work off both feet so that you can step not only off your right, but off your left. Alright, use this time to make the most out of it. You can have a bit of fun with it. You have even a tennis ball for any cricketers out there. You can have a family member feed you the ball, so as you accelerate out, get used to running with the bat, decelerating back to your beans. You all of a sudden you get a feed, and you can obviously work on the different angles of shots through any of the different windows. Again, similar with football, come back behind the beans as soon as you accelerate and decelerate, receive the ball behind the tins of beans, take a touch forward, take a touch to the side, get a football, receive the ball in, bounce the ball out, or really challenge yourself within this tight frame and solar the ball in and out. Rugby, same thing again, receiving the ball from either side, the outside hand or middle hand, catch the ball and step out, maybe run forward, pass the ball to another member of your family, so on and so forth. So that's another thing you can really do if you find the circuit a bit easier, you want to be more specific to your sport. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe. Any questions, feel free to email me. Bye now.